Hey Basement Collective, welcome to another battle report. Today we have a special treat for you. We have Davis and the Harlequins with the Wraith Knight. This is post New Eldar Codex, so maybe pre New Eldar Codex, so maybe Davis will enjoy using that Wraith Knight before people start screaming at him. Anyways, this is a table. We'll come back to you once we have the mission type and the setup. And here we have the Grey Knight list. We have, first of all, one Dread Knight, Sword, Cannon, and Flamer. Pretty much, if anybody runs a Dread Knight, that's what they'll be using. We have 2 units of Purifiers, both the same, with Halberd, 1 Sword, 1 Hammer. And those are actually Flamers, not Cannons, because Cannons are useless taking on the Power Armor. And a Rhino, so we got 2 of those. No, those are Purifiers. We have 1 unit of Terminators, all with halberds. 1 has a cannon and a hammer. We then have our Librarian, level 2, with a hammer. And then we have 2 units of 10 Interceptors. They both have 2 Flamers, 2 hammers, and 6 halberds. They will be combat squatting. And there we have it. So that's 1,500 points of Grey Knights. We'll come back to you with the beautiful Harlequins. And here we have Davis's 1,500 points of Harlequins with a Wraith Knight ally.
Hi, Basement Collective. So we've got a few detachments here today. First detachment, we have a formation of the Hero's Path. It's a Death Jester, a Shadow Seer, and a Solitaire. The Solitaire, the Death Jester the Shadow Seer first is my Warlord. He is armed with the Mask of Secrets, so he will be giving -2 leadership to any enemies within 12 inches. He is also equipped with a grenade launcher on his back. He's got a really cool little staff that I'm hoping will be of use against that Dread Knight. And as my Warlord, not being part of my mask formation, he is not going to have a reroll on the Warlord chart. The Solitaire has the Sigarax Rose, which is a very cool Harlequin's Kiss. He is going to hopefully move around and kick some ass with being a ninja, space ninja and all. And we have the Death Jester, who is just a regular Death Jester. Then we have the Mask Detachment, which is 3 squads of Harlequin troops. This is the light troops. All the guys that you see that are yellow are the light style guys. They're part of that part of the play. They're all equipped with fusion guns, except for the Troop Master, who's just bare bones. We have the light Harlequin jet bikes, the Sky Weavers. They have the Star Bolus and the Haywire Cannon. We also have the light troop here is going to be riding in a light Star Weaver. And that one is just bare bones, normal, and hopefully it'll do some cool stuff. So that'll be my first time using it. We'll see what happens with it. We have the Twilight troop here. This Troop Master has the Star Mist Raiment for a 3-up invul if he runs. The rest of the troop is armed, and including the Troop Master, is armed with the Harlequin's Caress. So to hit rolls of 6 are just going to hopefully rip through stuff. And there's the heavy support Void Weaver that is also going to belong to the Twilight group. And it's got the prismatic cannon on it, so we'll see what kind of use that gets. And we have our dark troop here that have the embraces. The Troop Master is just bare bones again. The dark troop is also supported by another unit of Sky Weaver jet bikes, similarly armed, or exactly the same armed as the light Sky Weavers. And finally we have an unbound detachment of Eldar just to take this glorious Wraith Knight before you all hate me for doing so. It's painted up Harlequin. I just love to use them. So far I haven't had any problems. This is one of the things I do like about having Unbound in 40k. And if somebody ever tells you, look, I really want to use this, it's going to go really cool with the army, say, yeah, you know what, let's try it out, let's see this. Once the Eldar Codex come out, we'll maybe have to change that up. But for now, it's just armed with the Sun Cannon Scatter Shield and a Scatter Laser.
Well, there you have 1,500 points of beautifully painted Harlequins there. I feel my army's not up to snuff there with my unpainted items. But anyways, we'll come back to you for the mission type. We actually decided we're going to play on the Maelstrom. We rolled on the Maelstrom table and got number 1. That is Vanguard Strike Deployment, and you just get D3 objectives at the beginning of your turn. Or so you get 3 objectives at the beginning of your turn, and if you have less than that, you draw up to 3, and you can discard 1 at the end of your turn. We'll come back to you once we have deployed, and we'll see what Psychic Powers and Warlord traits we have. Warlord traits in the Psychic Power. My Warlord rolled in the tactical table, re-roll in and get in a 6. So if he holds any secure objective X card, my Warlord only, I get an additional point. And then I have, for my Psyker, he rolled Prescience, Foreboding, which is letting me get counterattack and fight Overwatch at full ballistic skill. And Forewarning, which gives me a 4+ invulture unit of my choice. And what was your Warlord trait there, Davis?
So my Shadow Seer from the Hero's Path formation rolls a D3, and it got a 3, which means that I get to move an additional 1 inch with my Shadow Seer whenever he moves. My Shadow Seer also, he generated his powers from the Phantasmancy Psychic Discipline. So he's got Veiled Tears as his Primaris. Veiled Tears is old school night fighting for any of you from 3rd edition that remember that. So it's a blessing that targets the Shadow Seer in his unit. Whilst the power is in effect, if somebody wants to shoot at him, they have to roll 2d6, multiply that result by 2. That's how many inches they have to be away from him in order to shoot him. That many or less. So if you try to shoot him and you fail to do that, your shooting is done. You've wasted your shots. Then we got Shards of Light. Great power for Necrons for any Harlequin players out there that are trying to fight them. It's 24-inch range, strength 3. It's assault 3d6. Now there's no AP, but it's got blind. So if it hits you, you have to take an initiative test. Against Grey Knights, we'll see how it goes. Against Necrons, solid. Finally, we got Mirror of Minds. I'm excited to have this one, even though I'm against a Grey Knight opponent. Depends on how this all goes. Mirror of Minds is focused Witchfire with a range of 24-inch. Now, just the target. You just got to target them. So long as the target model and the Shadow Seer, once I target them, my Shadow Seer and that target, they roll a d6, add their leadership value to it. If I score higher, they take a wound and we roll again. If we score a tie, we roll again. If they score higher than me, then it's over. Now the fun thing is, because I got this Mask of Secrets, it gives -2 leadership to an enemy within 12 inch. So if I can get close to one of his strong guys and I can get this power off, I might just be able to instantly kill a guy.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be really sweet.
Yeah, and I also have the static power. So the PFRs have Cleansing Flame, Hammerhead, and Banishment. But Banishment, my whole army is Banishment, but it doesn't really matter against you. Obviously, he has Sanctuary, Terminators have Hammerhand, and the PFRs have Hammerhand. I think it's Hammerhand. Yeah. So and there you go. So what we will do is let's go ahead and roll to see who deploys first on camera here. 2 against 5.
All right. I am going to deploy second.
So I will deploy first. There we go. And now we have deployment for the Grey Knights. We got a Rhino number 1 here. This is Vanguard Strike deployment. Rhino here. Dread Knight, 1 Interceptor Squad. 2nd Interceptor Squad. 3rd Interceptor Squad. 4th Interceptor Squad. Cool thing about those guys is even though you're taking as 1 squad, when you break them up, they give you 2 mastery levels instead of 1.
Nice.
And over at the Elder side, we have... Take us through what we have there. I'm going to get it wrong.
All right, so we got the Death Jester that has from the Hero's Path that has infiltrated this location. If you look, you'll see nobody can see him.
Yep.
So hopefully he's going to do some fun stuff. We have the Twilight Troop here, which again, tried to deploy so nobody can see him. But they are right at the edge of that deployment zone. We have these 2 bikes, which may be able to be seen. We're going to see if we're going to get some interesting movement.
Aren't you worried this is going to break off?
It already did. I repainted on. Go figure, somehow that actually stayed together. When
I see the model and I saw it, I'm like, that's such bad design. It looks awesome.
We have this Death Jester who is off by himself towards the back, giving himself a pretty good vision of anybody that comes forward. The Solitaire has infiltrated up. If you look again from him, again, nobody can see him until he moves. But we'll handle that when that happens. We have the Dark Troop here that has tried to deploy to avoid torrents of fire. Wraith Knight back here is, well, Wraith Knights are just awesome, so who cares where you put them? We've got the Star Weaver, sorry, I should say, which has the squad of light troops in it.
So those are the only ones with those strength 8 pistols, eh?
They have the fusion pistols.
Okay.
Shadows here, my Warlord, is actually going to be deep striking.
Same thing with my Terminators and the Librarian.
Yes. We have the light Skyweavers back here, hoping to do some in and out attacking. And then we have the Void Weaver also back here, hoping to do some fun damage. We're going to see what happens.
So,
this is interesting.
just thinking here, I want to go. I might want to go second. The only AP1 shooting, so this guy obviously has some pretty good shooting.
Yeah,
So
he's got an AP2 Sun Cannon.
And this guy has 24 inches, but he can't get in range this turn of shooting anything, I don't think.
Well, he is a fast skimmer.
So he can move 12
He can move 12.
and fire still, and 24-inch range. These guys aren't going to be in range.
They also have a 24-inch range.
24-inch range, they move 12.
And they move 12.
Strike 6.
So we're going to see what... Yeah, if you end up going second, there's some good things for you. But going first, you know, it's all a balance, right?
No, I'm going to go first. So
you're going to try to go first?
You're going to try and seize the initiative on me then?
Let's see. Well, of course. Why not?
Yeah.
No guts, no glory. Oh, the exact opposite.
So we have first turn for the Grey Knights. Turn 1 objectives for the Grey Knights. Destroy the demon. You have 0 demons on the board, so I'm just going to toss that.
Yeah.
Secure objective 2, which is
Up here.
up there. Secure objective 5, which is right here. And domination. Impossible.
Impossible?
Well, impossible for me to get. I'll throw it out, but it is technically possible. Well, let's see. Hold up. We have the one right there I'm not going to be able to get with the Wraith Knights on. I might have been able to get it if it wasn't for the Wraith Knight. There we have it. We'll come back at you at the end of Grey Knight's turn 1. At the end of my first turn, he had a Solitaire who took every single thing I could shoot at it and went to ground for its 3+ save. And it did a whole lot of nothing. So it made a lot of saves against that was amazing.
It's a hero's path, and he is a hero.
Yeah. Anyways, I did claim objective 5 with this Rhino. I'm going to shoot out domination because ain't nobody got time for that. And I didn't get first blood, so it's just 1 point going into Davis's first turn.
All right.
Objectives.
Take the stage. So I score a victory point if I control an objective marker whose number corresponds to the current turn number. So right now, if I can get objective 1, which I think is over here, which I think I can do. No, I can't.
You can put the bites on
I think
it.
I can get up to it. I think I'll be able to do that one.
You get 1 point.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, that's it. The Joy of Lament. Score a victory point at the end of your turn if at least one enemy failed a moral, pinning, or fear test. I have a few units that can do that, so we're going to see what we can do. And Psychological Warfare.
Same thing.
Same
both of those.
thing. But if I can cause multiples of these now, I could get even more.
Against Marines, though.
Against Marines, I don't know.
Leadership 9 across
We'll
the
see.
board.
And one thing that we did forget to mention during the last turn, we had a few guys try to jump away from, jump out from back there up forward, and they lost one. So,
Oh, yeah, I lost
hey,
one.
that, for me, that's like a moral victory right there.
He's dead. First model dead in the game of mine. So we'll come back to at the end of Harlequins, turn 1. And at the end of his turn, what happened here?
So I was able to move up my bikes up to here, claim objective 1, which scored me take the stage. I scored, amazingly, Death Jester over here, we already knew he survived. He hit twice, didn't get anything, but then Wraith Knight hit the Terminators here with a target-locking scatter laser.
Which gonna lose that rule. Next book.
Yeah, and made his Sun Cannon Twin Link, which allowed me to hit 6 of those Terminators, kill 3 of them. And then they rolled double 6s for their leadership test. Ran back 5 inches this way, and that scored me both the Joy of Lament and Psychological Warfare for a total of 3 points. Good turn.
Yes, sir. So we're at 3-1 with no first blood yet. And
No first blood yet.
Come back at the end of my turn.
Also, just to quickly interject,
Oh, yeah.
also what happened, we had the troops here charge in with the Dread Knight. They didn't score any 6s with any of their hits. They lost 2 of their guys over from the Overwatch, but they're still in combat. They're still locked in there. We got a Rhino over there that's now immobilized, and hopefully in actually a pretty good position. So we'll see how this goes
looking
now.
good. Okay, so we'll come back to you for the turn 2 of the Grey Knights. So I got objective 2 still. Demolitions, we're not playing with vehicles. We're not playing with gun emplacements or buildings. Secure objective 3, which is over here. So I'll get that one. And then, no witnesses. Do you have any independent characters?
Yes. The Death Jesters.
Oh yeah.
The Solitaire. The Shadow Seer.
That's going to be hard to get this turn. You have a lot. You have 5 of them, eh?
I got lots of them.
Yeah, well that's not going to be able to get, but I will be able hopefully to get objective 2. I don't know, we'll find out at the end of my turn. End of Grey Knight turn 2. These guys moved over here, intercepted. They managed to, well they didn't intercept, these are jump packs. This thing, they managed to flame that guy, killing one of the troops inside, one of the troop over here, and then they shot the bolters, finishing it off. Cleansing Flame was pretty good.
Pretty phenomenal.
It demoed the guys in combat with the Dread Knight. It then demoed the
Invincible Death Jester.
The Invincible Death Jester. Did 1 wound to the bikes. The Dread Knight and this guy's Flamer basically killed the rest. And they shot some bolters.
Amelia, it took all the shots.
Yeah. These guys just ran and positioned exactly 2 inches away from each other, so they couldn't get hit both with the same blast.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so that the blast can't cover multiple.
These guys stayed here to claim objective 3. These guys stayed in their tank because they need protection because they don't have jump packs. These guys moved and ran. And yeah, that's what we have. I was able to claim objective 3. I think, yeah, objective 3. I can't get objective 2 yet. I am going to throw out no witnesses because, well, that's probably going to be impossible to get. At least not impossible, but not this early in the game.
It'll take a long time, yeah.
So it's now a 3 because I got first blood to his 3. So you do have the advantage going into your turn 2.
Cool.
Okay, and what cards do we get for Harlequin's turn 2?
We have secure objective 6. No, that's 2, 4.
1, 6.
Oh,
Right there.
6 is right there. Oh,
Yep.
well, that's going to be pretty good.
Yep.
We have secure objective 1. Ah, boo. Oh,
Yeah.
well. And principal performance. Score 1 victory point at the end of the game if your warlord is alive.
That's a horrible card.
It is.
Unless you got
Unless you get it right at the end of the game.
Hey, you finally got a dud
But
card.
hey,
now,
you
huh?
know what? If my warlord kills your warlord in a challenge, I'll score D3 plus 3.
Your warlord is right.
My warlord hasn't yet come out. Let's actually do the roll right now, see if he comes out on a 3-up. He is.
Psychic dice now.
Psychic dice now.
There we go. So that'll be Harlequin's turn 2. And here we are at the end of Harlequin turn 2. What happened?
It was a busy turn for sure. We had combined fire of the jet bikes, the Void Weaver. Well, actually, the jet bikes took out the Rhino, and then I was able to just kill almost everybody except that last guy with the hammer with the Void Weaver, shooting a small blast, strength 5 AP3 shot. The Wraith Knight up here spotted some guys that had moved over to here, shunned it over to here to kill that guys up top, and wiped them out with a scatter laser and sun cannon. The Shadow Seer, being a champ as he is, he deep struck into here, and then he shot one of his grenades from his back, and because of his Mask of Secrets and going oogity boogity boo, he caused these guys to get pinned, which was phenomenal.
I feel a lot of penny tests this game so far. 3.
You know what? I caused lots of them.
Yep.
It's part of it. And then obviously these purifiers that had moved over here and destroyed that vehicle just got swarmed from all angles.
They did what they're supposed to. They're supposed to attract most of the fire on this side.
Yeah. And so that, I think, was a pretty good turn.
Points?
I only scored 1 point. I scored objective 6 by keeping these guys within range of that point. I'm objective 1's way over there. I'm going to end up throwing away my principal performance because I'm pretty sure my warlord is going to die now. But I want to make sure to try to keep him locked up backfield for as long as I can. So yeah, we'll see what happens next.
Perfect. We're going to go on to Grey Knight's turn 3. So I have objective 2, Witch Hunter. I got to kill this guy right here. And give me Kingslayer. That'd be just sweet. Kingslayer.
Oh shit!
Okay. Well, I think I have a plan now. This guy might have a target on his head. But we'll come back to you at the end of my turn. And we have the end of my turn. This guy's Flamer did manage to insta-death the HQ, which granted me Witch Hunter and Kingslayer. Kingslayer would be worth 2, so that's going to put the score up to... I got First Blood, so that's 4...
I think you're at 6.
I had
1, 2,
3.
3, 4.
I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So this dice is at 3 extra points right now, plus whatever each card. 7 to 4 now. So still not going away.
Yeah, no.
This guy with his Psychic Flaming, or whatever, Cleansing Flame killed this. Other than that, these guys pretty much did anything. This guy failed a 6-inch charge. He didn't get Sanctuary off. He did, yeah. He didn't get Force off, which unfortunately, so I think I might get charged by him, or he might run away.
Could have some interesting things happen in the third turn now.
Yeah, and that's it. So it's going to be third turn. Yeah, this should be dead. I expect for him to be dead.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go into Harlequins turn 3.
Pushing it.
So you got secure objective 1, which is all the way over there.
Ooh. Well, hey, Eldar jet bikes are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So I heard.
Yeah.
And let's see, I also get Supremacy. If I control at least 2 objective markers and twice as many as you, I think you only got 1 objective marker right now.
Yep, so you got to have 2.
Awesome.
So that's D3 points.
And strike and evade. So I can score a victory point if at least one of my guys gets into close combat with you and then gets out with their hit and run. Because all of my guys, minus the Wraith Knight, have hit and run.
Is any in range to charge?
Because remember, I get my run and charge with the formation, with the detachment, mass detachment.
Very good. So you might just catch up in points this turn.
We'll see.
And we'll come back at the end of Harlequin's turn 3. At the end of the Harlequin turn, what happened here, Davis?
Alright, so we moved up everything here, trying to get in with the Dread Knight. Unfortunately, despite rerolls and lots of good dice, just missed with a bunch. The Solitaire and the Death Jester were able to get in, so I could hopefully get that hit and run, but I wasn't able to get 3 units in, which is what I was really hoping for.
And you did no wounds, but I managed to do 1 wound to the Solitaire, but it had Eternal Warrior.
Eternal Warrior, so it's just like, who cares? And even with his 10 attacks this turn, plus charging and everything, plus... nope, didn't feel it. The Wraith Knight took shot, wiped out another squad.
Deleted a squad.
That's what he's been doing today. He's been deleting squad. So, as usual, he's my champ. These guys, we actually have them in these 2 positions, but we invoked Wobbly Model Syndrome. Because this table, if we bump it, these guys are so gross, we don't want to hurt them. So we've just placed them here for the time being. But they got objective 1. And because I have objective 1 and objective 5, I have twice as many objectives as my opponent. So I did score Supremacy this turn.
Sweet, so let's go ahead and roll. So we got objective 1.
So objective 1.
Good.
I did get Strike and Evade with 1 unit. I got the Solitaire, who ran 16 inches away.
So it's 6 to 7 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And...
7 to 7.
7
Tie
to 7.
game going into the beginning of turn 4.
All right.
Close game.
That's it.
Okay, we'll come back for Grey Knights turn 4. And cards for the Grey Knights. Objective 4, right here. Okay. Right to Exorcism. When this tactical objective, the opponent must select an objective marker. If you control that objective at the end of your turn, score 1 victory point. If you control that objective marked at the end of the player turn in which the tactical objective was generated, D3. So which objective?
So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say number 2 back here.
Okay. Objective 6, which is back there. Those are the ones I did not want. So we're going to have to play. I don't know. We'll come back at the end of turn 4.
Whiff.
Okay, on my turn, not a lot went well for me.
A big whiff.
Yeah. This guy got in range of hitting these guys, this guy, and the Solitaire that was in combat.
Death Jester.
Death Jester, sorry. I rolled 6 dice, and the power did not go off. I only got 1. Then he rolled for Force, and that power did not go off. He rolled for Sanctuary, and it did go off. So he's got a 4-up invul. These guys managed to fail a 5-inch charge, too. Other than that, I got Secure Objective 4 with this guy, and I got Secure Objective 6 and Rites of Exorcism.
No.
So I didn't get those. So that's 2 and 6. I guess I'll throw away Objective 2. No, I don't have it. Sorry. Yeah, I'll throw away Rites of Exorcism.
Okay.
So the score right now is 8-7 going into Davis's Harlequins. Turn 4. Okay, Davis, let's see what we got here.
All right, let's see. Secure objective 5.
You're on it
Where's
with
5?
your Wraith.
Oh, yeah, there he is. That's pretty good. Behind enemy lines, score 1 victory point. 1 my score news within 12 inches of opponent's table edge. Well, that's the bikes.
Yep.
Bikes are wonderful like that. Hungry for glory. Oh, if I issue a challenge during my turn, which I guess I could do against your Dread Knight.
As long as you get 2 guys in combat with him, yep.
Oh, all right. That's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens at the end of Harlequin's turn 4. End of Davis's turn 4 for Harlequins. What happened here, Davis?
It was interesting. I was able to take my bikes. I just jumped them way over there. Nice easy point. Wraith Knight decided to stay here, hold that objective 5, and he killed that last guy there. So I'm not going to worry anymore about those psychic shenanigans. But the big news, moving around through here, I lost my Troop Master on the Overwatch, but it made way for the Solitaire, who just made it into close combat with a charge of 8 inches and did regular ninja style and got a 6 on the Sigrax Rose instant death attack, and he failed his invulnerable save. So bam, just taken out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't able to declare any challenges. I wasn't able to blow up this to have guys spill out. You know, that happens. But that does score me objective 5 and behind enemy lines. And I think I am going to toss away my Hungry for Glory, because I'm rapidly running out of guys with which to do challenges with.
Yeah. So it'll be 8 points to 7 points now going into turn 5.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Turn 5 for Grey Knight. Turn 5, we have objective 6, Blood and Guts, destroy something in the assault phase. And Big Game Hunter, vehicle or monstrous creature. It's a monstrous creature.
Hi.
There we have it. We'll come back to the end of turn 5 for Grey Knight.
Turn 5.
And we have the end of the Grey Knight's turn. Cleansing Flame did what it was supposed to do last turn. And cleaned the Solitaire out.
It cleansed.
It cleansed, yeah. And then these guys shot here. Both those squads ran. Yeah, and I got no points.
Nothing.
No, I'm going to keep all 3 of these, actually.
You're going to keep all 3 of them.
I'm going to keep all 3 of these.
Wow, that's risky.
I know, it has to be done, though. I'll keep all 3. And then, other than that, yeah, that's the end of Grey Knight turn 5. We're going to Harlequin turn 5. So it's 8-7 right now. So the game ends, you'll automatically win. So let's see what else we got
Let's see
here.
what else. I want to pull lead because I don't trust the game ending. Demolitions. You don't have anything.
Throw it out.
That's
yep.
gone. The Dance of Death. If I destroy an enemy unit during my turn, I'll score a victory point. That's not. I think I can do that.
You can, yeah. Depending on how good that Wraith Knight shoots.
Secure objective 3. Oh, I think that's way over in your corner. You know what? I think I have a perfect unit for that.
Yeah.
And Big Game Hunter, you did have a monstrous creature during the game and a vehicle. Okay. So I know there's some points I can score here.
There is.
But am I going to risk it?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
At the end, we'll come back at the end of turn 5. Possibly last turn. End of turn 5 for the Harlequins. What happened here, Davis?
It was a turn of shenanigans, for sure. Those guys, rather than trying to go out and grab the objective, I don't want to be too close to those Terminators in case the game goes on another turn. So I moved them forward to this location, which gave them good shots on the Rhino here. 2 haywire shots, bam, and that gave me Big Game Hunter and the Dance of Death, which is 2 victory points. The Wraith Knight over here came on down, keeping a good distance away from these guys as much as possible. I'm scared to death right now of force weapons just ruining my day. But he was able to kill 2 of these guys, and through shenanigans of scattering, also killed a guy from this squad, one of the side cannons. So that's interesting. They passed their morale test, but it looks now that I am 3 points ahead.
So roll a dice, Davis, to see if the game ends. 1 or 2.
Nope.
No, game goes
continues.
on. Grey Knight, turn
6.
Yep. We did forget about Knight, so we're just not going to do it. And I do have Big Game Hunter, Blood and Guts, and secure objective 6 still. So I'll come back to the end of my turn. At the end of my turn, I had one option to try and get this guy in combat. I actually forgot to cast Force, so that kind of failed, and then he died on Overwatch anyways. Other than that, I got this guys, and those guys left. He's got the Wraith Knight and the jet bikes. There's really no point in doing objectives anymore because I lost the game, but I never quit a game, so we'll continue anyways. I got no points, and I'll keep all 3 of my cards. So we'll come back at Harlequin turn 6. And for Harlequins, we have objective 3.
Trickery and Deception. When this is regenerated, we both choose an objective marker. If I get both, that's a ton of points. But I'm pretty sure... Well, I mean, jet bikes can be anyone.
I'll choose 6.
Secretly. Okay, I'd pretend I didn't hear that.
Secretly, I choose 6.
I will secretly choose objective 3. It looks pretty good over there. And Blood and Guts. Oh, so if I kill you during the assault phase.
Wraith Knight's going to come in on those Terminators.
We'll see.
We'll come back at you, and then Harlequin's turn 6. End of Harlequin turn 6.
So yeah, I decided now is the time to start grabbing a few last things, just in case the game continues to go on. These guys have taken objective 3, which, as my secret objective, I actually scored 2 points on now.
So it's 12-7.
Wraith Knight shot over here and killed one of the Terminators. They passed their leadership test, so they're still there. But definitely it's going to be very, very difficult to get a wipe, which is what he now needs.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll this time, see if it continues. And it doesn't. It's going to be a handshake, and that is a Harlequin and Eldar victory. We'll come back for a post-game show. Hey guys, thank you for watching another Basement Collective Battle Report. Today we have Kevin
And Davis.
Another close game. Very close game. My goodness, like 2 dice rolls would have won me the game. If I would have made a 5-inch charge, and I would have.
Same thing on both sides.
Yeah.
But definitely not making that cleansing flame there.
Yeah.
And I think there was another one that you threw just a ton of dice at, and nothing happened. The Death Jester, turn 1. That was insane.
Yeah, not dying. Cleansing Flame had to be the MVP. Like, the Cleansing Flame just wiped out so much.
Especially when you're going up against a close combat army.
Yeah.
That, I'm not going to lie, I mean, the Harlequins are... They're not just glass cannons. They die to a stiff breeze. Yeah. So that definitely, for you, was an MVP on those squads in the Rhinos.
At the end of the game, what do we have left? I'm pretty sure I had more points left at the end of the game.
I think so. Even though I had the Wraith Knight and the 2 bikes left, so about 400 points. But I mean, you still had your librarian. Those guys, you had guys down on the board at that point.
Yeah.
And at that point, really, it was just Eldar jet bikes are awesome. I mean, they can just jump anywhere they need to go.
I needed that 5-inch charge. That got him a lot of points. But in the end, I lost. You know, it's been a while since I lost, and I told Davis I wanted him to beat me. I'll never quit a game, or I'll never concede to a game before it happens. I won a 1 game. I've quit a couple two-player games because, you know, it's 2 in the morning and we're on the second turn. I'm like, I'm done with this, you know. But I won a 1 game. I'll never quit because I don't like when people quit against me. So I lost, you know, 12-7 was the final score. Probably 13-7 because you would have line break. No, you wouldn't have. So it was 12-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were here. No, but you went with the 12-inch my board because you're.
That's true.
12-7, he won. Very close game. You know, just as close as the Dark Eldar game last year, maybe even closer. Yeah, so that was a great game. Would you any thoughts about it?
Definitely Grey Knights. This is actually my first time playing them since I think 3rd or 4th edition, and that's cool. I love the shunting around, moving around. It gives you an incredible mobility that I just didn't see coming. Yeah. And I'm thinking, okay, I was trying to play around this whole game. I'm like, what's the measurements here, there?
Yeah.
And definitely using that to your advantage. It was extremely tight. Dread Knight.
Yeah.
Man, if the Cleansing Flame was the MVP, the Dread Knight was just like...
Yeah. I told him I'd only bring 1. I told him I'd only bring 1 because 2 would have been not fun to play against. I'm not saying he wanted to beat me, just it would have been a...
You know, they're cool.
Yeah,
they are
awesome.
Cool.
For what they do, they're so undercosted at 225. I mean, you guys might debate that, but I love it, man. I played 4 once, and that was just not fun for my opponent.
Was it fun for you?
No.
Well, that's why you don't play 4 then.
Yeah. I'll never play. I'll play 2 without notifying my opponent, unless they're like playing orcs or Dark Eldar.
Or Harlequins.
Yeah. Then at that point, you know, if they're gonna die real quickly to what they can do, a toughness 3. But I'll never play 3 without asking and any more than that. You know, it's just a courtesy. I also want to mention, if you watch my last Tuesday's video, we talked about intermingling at playgroups. Now, Davis comes from a playgroup from the other side of town, about 30 minutes away. Still in the same area, but still. And, you know, I played him, Ed, and Aaron. And that's how we've interacted with playgroups. And that's what's going to help the local environment.
I really have to thank Kevin and the Basement Collective for helping to create a new sense of community. So, you know, wherever you are, reach that hand out. Say, hey, look, go onto a local forum, go to a local store, and start, really start trying to group together, because we're all in this together. And it's great to meet new people. You really enhance your skills when you meet somebody new that's just pushing your limits. And this game definitely did that. The
same thing. And you know, we'll be going to his house in the future, so you'll see some videos from his basement.
The official challenge.
The official challenge. Yeah, we went over. Us three have come over here, so we'll go over there sometime and we'll play some games there. I mean, it's the local community, so the last Tuesday's video touched on that, and it's definitely a big aspect. You know, the game's a social game. I don't think I'd be playing if I just went to the shop once a week and tried to find a game there. I need to,
You know what? I'm going to say a little story on this. Warhammer, for me, I started this, like I said, back in 3rd edition. I was 13, 14 years old. Definitely, this is the game that brought me out of my shell. So anybody there that has kids, or if you're the parents of kids, you know, gaming overall and interacting with your community, if your kids, if they have a hard time dealing with things socially, it's a great way to get them involved with people and exposed to people that they wouldn't normally be exposed to. And for me growing up, that was a big deal. So thanks again for having me here. I'm super appreciative.
Yeah, it's no worries, and we like when people come out. You know, it's fun to see different people. Of course, we have Scary coming out next week and a couple other people in the future. You know, we're heading out to Mini Wargaming, and we'll be filming a video there for ourselves as well, filming for Mini Wargaming. So we're all about, you know, getting involved with the community, helping the community out. Any more thoughts about this or the game or anything?
I think we did a great job.
I think close games are the best games. Whether you win or lose, real close games, you know, where it all comes down to a tactical decision or a dice roll, that's what really makes the game. Other than that, guys, I do thank you for watching another Basement Collective video. Our Facebook giveaway will be over tomorrow. This video is going up on Monday. The drawer will be chosen tomorrow. So go ahead to our Facebook page with the link below. You got to find 2 posts. If you find both of those, you can enter those twice. So definitely go check that out. Our giveaways, we should be about 750 subscribers now. Subscribers are kind of low last week, but you know, I didn't put out as much content as I normally do. But definitely go check that video a couple Tuesdays ago to enter that. 1,000 subscribers will be given there. We got some cool stuff planned. Like I said, there's a new shop opening up who's going to be sponsoring us. We'll be advertising for them. So there's definitely that's in the future. Our local forum is having some interesting things going on. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff coming up for the Basement Collective and the wargaming community in Sudbury. And you know, in general, with the Eldar release and all that. So it's just going to be some great, you know, some good gaming months in the future. But thank you for watching that Batrep. Once again, we have Kevin and Davis. And keep on wargaming, guys.